away tonight right here on SNY.
6 ground ball outs out of the 9 outs he got with his scoreless frame.
And so, Peter, not only 4 pitchers in Major League Baseball have averaged more innings per start. His first start of the series. So does Patrick Wisdom. So does Miguel Amaya.
The numbers after coming out of the bullpen. Last 7 appearances.
Up the leadoff against the lefty. And Christopher Morel was in the second deck for him.
Do you know?
Boy.
Look at the catcher set up on the outside. That's Alvarez.
Which reminds me of Derek Jeter, game 4 left.
That was after who lets the dogs out?
Yeah, that was the very night of this year. Nico Horner has an ugly cut of the curveball, and it's 1-2. And he goes down swinging. Peterson made him look bad with the breaking stuff. And
Segunda base. And out in the outfield, Ortega in left field. Second start out there for
Ian Happ takes up and in for ball 1. Happ 1 for 8 in this series.
What's the purpose?
Well, he's swinging a lead pipe, it looks like. Now bat's on the ground.
I know. Itself over there on the other side. I'm going to get in that on deck circle.
I think the figure
Fix on what Peterson's throwing. It's a negative. Can't let it happen.
2-2 from Peterson. And he struck him out with a changeup. Good pitch. 2 down.
You try to locate it down and away. Sometimes you don't. And the hitter gets you.
And now Cody Bellinger takes a fastball for a strike.
Didn't seem to start the game, but here we go. Start over. And that's maturity.
Thinking maybe next time in this series, including a home run last night. And he takes a fastball strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. His year has been. And he chases the slider for strike 3, and Peterson strikes out 3-0 Cubs.
But he's had some bad ones that have drawn.
In late May, Brandon Nimmo takes his first fastball up and away for ball 1. And his first career loss against New York. Also had a no decision. He had plenty of company in this. He gave up a home run to Daniel Murphy.
Playoff.
2-2 to Nimmo. Brandon's 1 for 9 in this NLCS in 25th. The middle, but right there is Swanson to pick it off for the first out.
First 2 starts right first. Wisdom has played 50 games at third base. This is only
for our younger viewers who are used to how the game's played now. These numbers
this year. Only Adam Wainwright and Rich Hill, both of whom are 40 plus. 1 for 5 in this series. And he takes outside 1-2. College. It's a long way from home. It's not. You can't go too much further than he's throwing his changeup 37% of the up on the infield, and right at the bag is Horner. Here's a collapse.
Those soft tossers can get into
2 games. And he takes a fastball on the inside edge. Lindor's never had a hit in this group, particularly from this side of the plate. Remember how much he was struggling left-handed early in the season.
49.
Bounces the changeup 1-2.
You can see right now what his.
And he goes away with the changeup and strikes out Lindor to end the 1-0 Cubs after 1. Program in Atlanta. Steve Gelbs asked him earlier. Second, 1-0 Chicago, and we check in with Steve.
Gary, it was a fascinating conversation. Success at Vanderbilt, won a national championship there, won the World Series with the Braves, and now is getting a lot of. Only thing that defines individual success is team success. So if you go from one of the pitchers, if your team wins, then you need to view that as a successful night. And he said that was something.
And if he learned anything from him as a young player with the Braves.
No, so what he was saying. But that when you then eventually did get up to the big leagues, guys like Freddie Freeman, as Swanson, you're sick. If you're banged, rips that one into right center, tries to do it in Suzuki row, not even. He played 162 games a couple seasons ago. 100. Is that if you are one of the starting 9.
Field in for Jamer Candelario, and he swings and misses at a fastball. Well, I mean, that culture this deep into a season, playing every game since the 1944 Cincinnati Reds. What Swanson's saying is that Perez and Suzuki will come home and make it 2-0, where he should have been able to handle. He comes home on what I would imagine
left off. It fooled. Oh, he's trying to frame it.
He's trying to frame it.
He needs a day off. And clearly, what Swanson is saying is that
play every day is something.
Vientos with the off balance. So with the pick and Stater
here in between hop. It doesn't look pretty, but they got the job done nicely. 2-hand. That is a thing of beauty. Well done.
Want to also amend Lindor, Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil, and they have played virtually every day and are possibly available.
And Gary, it means a lot to those guys. They talk about it a lot. What it used to be is maybe the one lines out to end the inning, but that a lot of deeper into games and that maybe
Lead. Beats hit 3 home runs in the first 2 games of the series. Now it's in the second. Hendricks misses up and in with the changeup, 1-1. Nobody's ever hit 90 home runs. And Hendricks misses inside with the fastball, and it's 3-1.
Trying to be so careful, make mistakes.
Hendricks pitching a Civil War.
1862, Keith?
I don't know the year.
Here's the sound as smart as Keith is about civil union stuff. No, I know nothing about the civil union.
You're afraid of someone that was hot?
There goes Alonso, the throw from the knees, and Amaya does not throw it.
There it is.
Well done.
Very opportunistic with those stolen bases. He's now 14 out of 15 in his career.
Yeah.
It does year after year without great speed. Changeup strikes out Almonte, and that's the second out.
Boy, he takes a
Almost crosses that thumb and index finger before releasing that ball. When you are
series.
I always kind of cringed when a pitching coach.
Busy night tonight for us. Inside, Wisdom makes the toss to Hendricks, and he toss. Miguel Amaya takes curveball out of the strike zone for ball 1. Amaya, the rookie catcher, pitching. Tucker Barnhart. A strike to Amaya. Amaya's 24 years. He has a 380 on base percentage. He has 89 official at bats. And he dives in and he strikes out. And that's the fifth. Celled organisms in a freezing morass.
No fooling.
Last man pitcher to give up a home run on the first pitch of the game was Carlos Carrasco. Might you ever give up a home run first pitch?
I must have. I had to. I mean, just.
And how might you have prevented that in your. And Morel draws a walk, so after homering his first time up, Peterson. Ninth at Sandy Koufax threw a perfect game against the Cubs. Yep.
Harvey Keene could hit.
He was a great hitter for a long time, but he was right at the end of his career.
Over a peg leg.
I'm sorry, what?
He had.
Talk about Captain Ahab. Outside the corner, and it's 3-1. But he was a. And that's outside. Back-to-back walks issued by Peterson to Morel and now to Horner. Swings through that high fastball, and it's 1-1. Right-hand batter. And he hits the ball right into Lindor. It comes up for him nicely, and Arauz with it to get Peterson through.